Step into the world of students' empowerment with Southern African Regional Students and Youth Conference SARSYC. 4 editions and counting. A journey that changes lives, addressing public health issues including sexual and reproductive health rights, bodily autonomy, gender equity, interlinkages of HIV and TB, inclusivity, equality, and equitable education. How did this exciting journey of SARSYC begin? Envisioning generations of healthy and empowered young people across Africa, the Students and Youth Working on Reproductive Health Action Team, Say What, gave birth to a revolutionary platform by organizing the biennial conference that amplifies the voices of students and youth in the SADC region, SARSYC.
Say What has been working for the past 12 years with the students within tertiary institutions in Zimbabwe. But during the 8th National Students Conference, I think those issues started coming up. How then can we check this, the strategies, the templates that we are using in Zimbabwe? How can we ensure that we bring on board young people, students in particular, in the region?
It is possible to make meaningful change.
Government, through the Ministry of Health and Child Care, absolutely supports the initiatives that are being taken by young people to address the issues of sexual and reproductive health rights.
And so we propose an amalgamated approach that involves dealing with socio-economic challenges and inequalities so that we can have conditions that allow us to resist the risks that a lot of us find ourselves in today. We need to address the human rights question for minorities. We can pretend to delay it, but at some point, we really need to address it if we are serious about handling sexual reproductive health. But in doing so, we need to be well coordinated in a concerted effort as a united front, while paying attention to local context and localizing our solutions. We need to think global but act local. We need to make use of our community strengths and indigenous solutions. We need to encourage local social innovations that uniquely correspond and respond to local issues in context-specific ways.
Students' minds are always curious, and when they don't understand, they ask.
Lesbian is a choice. I am one. I never decided whether I'm a lesbian. I always had this feeling. So I want to know, when did he decide that he was heterosexual, since being lesbian or gay is a choice?
My question is a person born gay or lesbian, or it's due to the change in hormones, or the person, or it might be caused by heartbreak?
Women need to start utilizing opportunities and using everything that is put into their disposal. And just because you're out of certain spaces does not mean it ends there.
Education meets entertainment. SARSYC brings in an exciting twist, infusing dialogue with fun activities. Coupled with diverse backgrounds and cultures, students and young people mix and mingle, exchanging insights about their cultures. Culture nights are glamorous, exquisite, fun, and enticing. In such nights, young people bring out the African feel through music, food, and dance. Culture nights have so far been attended by high-profile delegates from host countries. SARSYC has left students wanting more.
My name is Damien Baraka, and I'm from Malawi, and I also represent Malawi in the Global Youth Panel for Education and Emergencies. Today I'm happy to be part of the SARSYC conference, which is the 4th edition for the conference, and it is taking part here in Malawi. This is the first thing which I'm glad of. Well, in this conference we have learned many things. It has been so exploring and educative. one thing which I have learned from the conference is that we, the youth, have many opportunities on our table, but then it's about how we use them. It's about how we put them into action. And another thing which I've learned, one thing which many people have talked of, it's we, the youth, and the duty bearers giving us the capacity needed, the capacity required for us to explore and use the locally available resources to meet our demands.
The conference has been life-changing. It has been amazing. A lot of things have been discussed, a lot of things have been talked about. We've been educated, complaints have been made, issues have been handed out, and we're just waiting for things to be taken in action into proper consideration.
SARSYC has been a catalyst for change. At the end of each conference, resolutions of the conference discourses are distributed to governments of Southern African countries, civil society organizations, college authorities, donors, and private players to strengthen funding and implementation of programs that address contemporary and previously neglected SRHR issues relevant to young people, including TB and mental health. The result is a move from rhetoric to action, implementation of commitments, policies, and increase to financial investment of youth development agenda at national, regional, and global level. SARSYC grew from just being a conference to a consortium of organizations and stakeholders who implement activities as per the Communique recommendations. One example, FARSYC in Zimbabwe, Gayo in Malawi, Nakez in Zambia, and SAYWAT as the lead, founded the Girls Education Advocacy in the Region GEAR Alliance in 2020 to ensure inclusive and equitable access to quality education by adolescent girls and young women in rural and farming communities in Southern Africa. Each year, each hosting country brings its own expertise, best practices, and challenges to the table, fostering a rich exchange of ideas, collaboration, and knowledge sharing. From Zimbabwe to South Africa, Zambia to Malawi, SARSYC has ignited change across SADC. Now, the spotlight shines on Botswana as it takes center stage to host the most anticipated conference yet. SARSYC leaves a footprint. It touches and changes lives. As we gather to address the needs of students across Africa, our gratitude goes to our partners that have made SARSYC possible.